Building upon the safety factor of the Scott SCBA, let's look at the most important factor, which is the dual primary pressure reducer. Over the course of the history of the Scott Air Pack, this is one of the unique features of this SCBA. It has been a very unique feature based on its safety record from 1976 until its current day, 2021. So what is this device? Well, on the older style model of the Air Pack, you see here in front of me, it's a square block on the side. Over time with technology, we have taken this component and made it a little smaller, and it's now located in the bottom portion of the X3 Pro, as you see right here. But the same functionality still works as it did back in the 70s to today in 2021. Here's a cutaway of what the device looks like, and I'll explain to you how this is a unique feature with the Scott Air Pack. If we want to make the Air Pack a lot lighter, we could today by cutting out that secondary option, only having one chamber of the reducing block, and that's it, like other SCBAs have. And if we did that, it'd be a little lighter. Air Pack still works, provides you with air, and you're able to do your job as needed. But with the Scott system, this was developed back in the 70s back with NASA, with the space program. And with NASA, they want to have a lot of redundancies built into their operations and their software and programs up in space. And so this was developed with NASA, and they took the technology from NASA and put into the Air Packs that we're using today. And how this device works is that when the Air Pack is turned on and working, normally the first chamber, as you see here, the piston works properly. Air comes in from the cylinder, gets reduced down to a lower air, sent into the low pressure lines up to the regulator, then step down from there to a breathable air pressure into your mouth. Other high pressure air gets sent up the lines to your chest gauge and functions the Air Pack as normally. But let's say while I'm using the Air Pack, something were to occur. If this first piston were to malfunction or fail open, what happens is there is going to be an automatic switch from the first one to my second backup system, my redundancy here, and the Air Pack keeps on flowing and operating seamlessly, providing air to me. When that happens, when there is a switch from the primary to my secondary system in my reducing block, what happens then is the vibro alert sounds, telling me, hey, there's a problem with the Air Pack, it's time to get out. I could be a full bottle of air, and off goes my vibro alert because something has taken place within the reducing block. So I know at that point it's time to get out and get the Air Pack looked at, which shows how this is a self-diagnostic system that's unique to the Scott Air Pack system there. So again, explain to you when the first chamber, something happens, it fails open or performs out of specification, automatically without fail, it goes to my second chamber, air still being supplied to the end user, off goes my vibro alert, I have time to get out, get the Air Pack looked at without being deprived of my air. So there's uninterrupted airflow that occurs from the primary to my secondary with that split-second switch when something is not quite right and it has to go from the primary to my redundant backup. It's a safety feature, and from 1976 until today, there's not been one recorded failure with the Scott system of this device. So it's very consistent, very reliable, and again, the money spent, invested to have this device and this Air Pack is worth the life of anybody wearing it to ensure when they go in that burning building or in that IDH environment, they got an Air Pack that will work for them without fail each and every time.